Hi, I'm Dave from Boy in a Band. Welcome to Game Theory. I'm your host, Killer Keemstar, and today we are going to be talking about the new era of indie games versus the old. Also, happy Thanksgiving. You're not seeing this on Thanksgiving, I'm recording it on Thanksgiving, so if you hear a bunch of grown men screaming at balls in the other room, that's not my fault. As you all know, I've always been a bit of a nerd. You know how we have those childhood franchises we revisit every once in a while to, get a taste of our youth? My TikTok For You page says that's relatable. Hopefully this reaches that audience. For most people my age, it's FNAF, and same. But while revisiting some of these old games, I realized just how awful some of them were. And not even just, cringy, like Yandere Simulator, but Yandere Simulator. They have bad devs, poorly made game, and 11-year-old me was just like, yay, Jacksepticeye! So in this video, we're going to be taking a walk down memory lane, and also be taking a walk down the lane that we currently live on, because, what am I, an old person? I'm hip and cool with the kids. Poppy, hope he's having a fun time playing. Poppy playtime. Burger King? Your mom's vagina. I've been watching GT Lab's playthrough while doing my, homework, leg workouts, all that random garbage you just don't want to do. And I've gotten so invested. To a degree, when I'm, doing things I don't want to do, I'm obviously gonna get invested in whatever I'm watching, because I'd rather focus on game theory than my excruciating leg pain. I'm hooked. If you haven't heard of it, because it's, fairly new, or at least when I wrote the script it was fairly new, here's the Steam synopsis. You must stay alive in this horror puzzle adventure. Try to survive the vengeful toys waiting for you in the abandoned toy factory. Use your grab pack to hack the electrical circuits or nab anything from afar. Explore the mysterious facility and don't get caught. So yeah, very indie horror. Duh. It's nice to see this kind of stuff coming back with attraction, like Jacksepticeye Markiplier. Even Slimesicle, which is fun. Audio listeners love you to death. That was a Chuckle Sandwich podcast reference. 2019 already felt kind of bland for the whole indie horror era, and which only made 2020 hit so much harder than it had to. Although this does make Stephanie leaving GT Live that much more of a burden. I love the Reddit videos with Mirror Matt, but in some of the playthroughs, the other Mirror Matt just doesn't talk, and it's so... If you don't know, Mirror Matt's the person behind the camera. They're just both named Matt, so Matt, Mirror Matt, blah, blah, blah. I was going trick-or-treating with my friend. Jesus, I scripted this a while ago. Yes, I'm a 10th grader that went trick-or-treating. Those sweet old ladies who gave me candy loved my costume. Shush your mouth. There was a decoration that had, those jingly shoes, and I, on instinct went, oh my god, the alpha male jingly shoes. And my friend just looked at me come again? And I was like, it's a game theory. It's it's a game theory reference. You wouldn't understand, those old shirts. Ew. Walton Files. Not a game, more of a Petscop thing. The fandom wiki describes it as a YouTube series created by Martin Walls. The series has a disturbing dark atmosphere surrounding a children's restaurant, Bond's Burgers, as well as Bunny Smiles Incorporated. It's a parent company. Apart from Bond's Burgers, it's 5 animatronics. Bon, Shaw, Boozoo, Banny, and Billy. Also called the Showstoppers. The Walton Files is compiled in the form of VHS tapes made in the 1970s and 1980s. It contains live actions and 2D animation. So it's a Five Nights at Freddy's inspired story, but with an actual followable storyline. Shots fired. You're fired. I can't do horror, so I don't know why I watch these videos. I actually scripted this at 1 a.m. because I just couldn't sleep. I think you can enjoy the story as much without watching the tapes and just watching theory videos, because it is hours of time, and if you're like me and you have the hours of time, I definitely recommend it, but if you don't put yourself through all of that. Because while there are a lot of, good things, there's also a lot of pointless scares that are just kind of for show. Hello, neighbor. I am so tired of talking and thinking about this, but clearly not tired and upset enough because I'm still sitting here doing it. I think you get the run of the mill of how we're doing this already. The Steam thingy reads, Hello Neighbor is a stealth horror game about sneaking into your neighbor's house and figuring out what he's hiding in the basement. Play against an advanced AI that learns from your actions. You could look through the reviews and tell the people who actually played the game and the other people who were just DDM, woo woo woo. This game first actually came to my brain when Coral Horror Haven't said that name in a while. When Coral Horrell played it, I was a wee little child. And through looking up more Hello Neighbor content, I found the channel GT Live. Almost 6 years later now, and watching them is still my only coping mechanism. Boom, relatable comedy. Not comedy, just a sad fact. This was Hello Neighbor Alpha 1. There was then Alpha 3, Alpha 4, Beta 1, Beta 3, and the actual game. What did Tiny Build have against the number 2? After the actual game, there's a bunch of more stuff that I will get to later. After all of those alphas and betas, which are, like, fine to have, you know, if you're a game developer, but the game was still a glitchy, box-stacking mess. Throw back to the Hello Neighbor video I made when I was 13 and hit a box with a Minecraft sword. Giving actual criticism on the game, because everyone's done that already. I'm just going to show you a before and after picture of MatPat's hair throughout the series. Quick PSA, Alpha 4 was the best alpha, also best everything. Now for the embarrassing Hello Neighbor things in my childhood. I still have like 4 of the fan songs memorized. Yup, never forgot them. DA Games, JT Music, idols. A little off topic. There was like MatPat X Security Breach Five Nights at Freddy's merch, and the only person who can pull off this jacket is Nate Wants to Battle. If I see anybody wearing this jacket other than Nate Wants to Battle, you're getting bullied. I'm not gonna bully you. I'm a nice person. Obviously, you can tell as I have a commentary channel. But no, don't wear that if you're not Nate Wants to Battle. Who do you? No. Anywho. So this whole part of the script is me going on about Poppy Playtime and how they all should make Poppy Playtime music, but actually, again, I took so long to actually record this video, they all actually have made songs about 12 minutes in Poppy Playtime, so there's nothing to add, I'm just slow. MatPat is just Hello Neighbor so much, and it breaks my heart, but it's also just the funniest thing ever. The fact that he's still respectful about it is so cool. If I was MatPat, especially after there being begs on Twitter, I mean, I guess I'd be respectful about it, but I'd be passive-aggressive. I'm more passive-aggressive. I'm just like, just girly things. I also want MatPat to, like, review the show, which I did. Go check it out. Actually, maybe don't. Either he does or he doesn't. Move on. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Yeah, so they became sellouts. I kind of saw this coming when I walked into Hot Topic and I saw everything Bendy and the Ink Machine. I say, although I did just buy all of it. My 5th or 6th grade experience would not be the same without my triple extra large Bendy and the Ink Machine hoodie, and I think double extra large Alice Angel tee? I don't remember, but it was like, I was like a large, and they only had triple extra large, and I was like, it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. I wore it every single day. Steam describes it as the first-person puzzle action horror game that will forever ruin your childhood love of cartoons. Which is funny, because don't childhood cartoons ruin your love of childhood cartoons? The style is dark and twisted enough. Or maybe I was just like a pussy as a 6-year-old, I don't know. Once you figure out the storyline of Bendy and the Ink Machine, it's one of my biggest fears, like, ever. It's about longing in the past and not being able to move on. 12 minutes. I first heard of this game when Pyrocynical played it. It was either a day of or day after the release, I don't remember. He never finished it, and I don't think he ever planned to, which was really annoying because it would have been great to see his, like, reactions to everything, but whatever. I watched the GT Lives. Take a shot every time I mention GT Live in this video. 12 minutes is an interactive description, but I've read so many descriptions, I'm just gonna zoom fast. 12 minutes was an interactive thriller about a man trapped in a time loop. The husband returns to his apartment after work and is greeted by his wife. They surprise him with news that she is pregnant. As they start to celebrate, a man claiming to be a cop knocks on the door and accuses the wife of murdering her father 8 years ago. The husband suddenly finds himself back when he enters the apartment up to 10 minutes prior. He realizes he's trapped in a time loop. How ironic. He tries to convince his wife of the time loop, but she remains doubtful. The husband spends one loop hiding to see how the cop interacts with his wife alone. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and stick around for my saga.